Hey, thanks so much for joining us on our YouTube channel. My name is Jake Burkett. I am your licensed real estate professional here in beautiful Las Vegas, Nevada. Today we got a special home tour for you. We're gonna view the Liberty Homes model, which is for sale. It's the last model or the last floor plan that is for sale in this particular community right here. However, at the end of this video, I'm gonna take you over to the brand new community being built, which has some fantastic lots right in the shadows of Lone Mountain. So stay tuned for those. Go check them out. Those lots are all available. Today, this model, this floor plan right here is available. This one we're going to look at is the 3516. That means it is 3,516 square feet. Semi-custom home, right? So you can be, if you choose to build this at the new community Brookfield Heights, you could make some changes. Traditionally, 4-bed, 3.5 bath, 7-car garage. That includes the RV garage. We are over in the northwest part of Las Vegas. You can see these beautiful Madre Mountains over around me here. And the cool thing about Liberty Homes, they're all about half-acre lots. No HOAs, even though they are gated communities. You don't have an HOA to contend with if that's not your thing. So this community, a lot of construction going on. It's all being built out. All these lots and homes are spoken for, except for this model home. Now this model home, if you wanted to purchase it, you could do your traditional close and move right in. Or if you weren't ready to move right in, you could purchase it close, and Liberty will rent this back from you, lease it back to you so they can keep it as a model home for up to 2 years, right? So if you had some big long-term plan to get to Vegas, or if you just needed 4 months, 3 months, they're gonna make it worth your while. So just kind of showing you, there's the RV garage, here's the 3-car garage, and let's go ahead and check out the home. Now they do have 3 floor plans to choose from. Again, this is the 3516. There's also a 3278 and a 2925. They all come with RV garages. All right, so you can see we got a nice courtyard here, a little gated courtyard. And today we have the lovely Cheyenne. Now she is the Liberty Homes representative, so she knows far more about this home than I do. So we're gonna go ahead and tour this, and feel free to just point out anything cool, super, and unique.
Awesome.
And tell us about your amazing product.
So we're Liberty Homes. We're a semi-custom home builder. We are no HOAs in our communities, half-acre home sites, zoned half-acre specifically, gated communities as well. We also build smaller communities. So typical community sizes are about 8 homes to maybe 6 homes, depending on the community. Our next community, Brookfield Heights, will be 7 communities total. So you're looking at getting smaller, more intimate communities. This is our 3516 floor plan. So you've got a double door entry there. This is 4 bedrooms, 3 baths. What you're seeing here, so we've got nice 12-foot entryway ceilings here. So the ceiling plate is going to be 12 feet. We've got crown molding in the house. What we've done here, we have added surround sound, several and additional recessed lights throughout the home. Because we're semi-custom home builders, you have the option, the beautiful option, to be able to customize flooring, customize structural options, customize countertops, customize cabinets, electrical, you name it. You have the ability to do that with us. So what you just walked into, it's an elevation C, which is our modern elevation. Then we have 2 other elevations, elevation A and elevation B, which are a little bit more traditional. For our construction, we do 2x6 construction. So you're gonna see with 2x6 construction, you get 50% more insulation. And we do blown-in insulation instead of batt insulation. So blown-in insulation is a little bit more insulated. So you're gonna get a little bit more of a tighter home, a little bit more energy efficient, which is really our goal here. We can take a walk into the...
Let's just start right over here at
Yes.
the office.
Yes.
So, and that was fabulous, like tons of information, far more than I would be able
Sorry,
to
I
give.
don't wanna give too much. I know so much.
Oh, then that's going to be edited out. That's all we got.
Feel free to throw it around however you want. This is going to be a den, but it can be an office. It can be a workout area. I've seen this craft area. Sorry, it is a mess in there. I threw everything in there, so you might want to edit that one out.
We don't edit anything out.
Okay, perfect.
The fans, the millions of people around the world love
They
it.
can see all my hard work in there. So what I've seen customers do in this area specifically, so this is our standard, but what you can do, I've seen customers add closets in here. So if you need, say, a fifth bedroom here, you can add a bypass closet or a walk-in closet, and now you've got it right away. I've seen customers add additional cabinetry so they can have a official, at-home study. We've got our powder here with a linen closet. We've got an accent wall. We've got floating cabinet in there as well. Underlight cabinet lighting, which is great. A little bit more of a luxurious feel.
Got an extra linen closet. That's always storage.
You always need more storage. No one ever said I have too much storage.
And then we kind of have like the open concept, like formal living room, but it's not like closed off like the homes from the 80s here.
Yep. And so some customers, what I've seen too, is that this may be, for them, this is their formal dining area. Some customers have added additional cabinetry where this is now a social area, a bar area. I've seen customers wall this in and make an office. So I've seen several different things. Because we're a semi-custom home builder, that's the beautiful part of it. You can make this home yours.
Super cool.
You've got a coat closet there with our smart panel on the inside.
For all you techie folks.
Yep.
Now, is there anything special you guys do with the smart panel as far as like pre-run or what it's, the cat stuff, whatever?
So you can, for our standard, that's what that's gonna look like. But if you wanna go, I've had customers who have gone kind of wild with it. In the best way possible. They, were very techie and they had preferences. If they either were prior electricians back in the day, or that's just something they really care about. So I've seen customers add, Cat 6s throughout the home. I've seen pre-wires for everything where they want to hardwire, every room, so they can hardwire in. I've seen customers add, solar pre-wires, all of that, because that's super important to them.
Right.
This is the primary suite. You're gonna walk into the primary suite bathroom there. So you've got a walk-in shower. You've got a nice deep tub. So that's our standard tub. So it's 6 by 3, so 6 feet long by 3 feet wide. You've got a closet here. It's like another linen closet. Always need more room.
Oh yeah.
Toilet closet in here. And then you've got your shower there with a rain head, a hand shower. We added a niche and a bench back there. And again, because we're semi-custom, I've seen customers where this is a car wash, where I've seen body sprayers, 3 rain heads, 2 handhelds. We have his and hers closets, so separate closets there. We've got the built-ins that we did through Las Vegas Closets. So, and then obviously you've got all the lighting, so it feels nice and luxurious.
It does.
And then obviously the separate vanities here. So all of our standard fixtures are brushed nickel Moen, but you can upgrade if you like Kohler, if you have a specific color you're looking for, you prefer matte black versus brushed nickel, you can absolutely do that.
And what I like about you guys is like you guys are, I feel like you guys are more than just semi-customizable homes, because I know from talking with you and Joe, who's the owner of Liberty, right?
Correct, yes.
Is you guys really like will just say, yeah, what do you guys want to do to someone who wants to buy and build a house, and you'll do it, instead of like, nope, these are the 1, 2, or 3 options.
Right, so. Exactly. We really want to make sure we understand that, any home that you buy, especially, with us, we know it's a big investment. And we want to make sure that you love this home. And, what we always say as a team is we want our customers to be delighted. Yeah. So we want you to be happy. We want you to make this to be functional as well. So we pride ourselves on not wasting space in the house. So if we've got an area where we can add a closet, we want to do that, because we don't want to waste square footage. That we understand, how big of a deal that is to some customers.
This is where built-in fridge. What size are you guys putting in right here?
So it's going to be 30 inches each. So it's going to be a side-by-side stainless steel Gen Air fridge, or freezer and fridge. So we've got that there. All of the appliances in here are Gen Air. So you've got the double oven here, built-in microwave. You've got the range top. We've added a pot filler, which is always a fun item to have, fixture. Sorry, I should have muted that stuff. We updated, we went ahead and customized all of our cabinetry. So we did a 2-tone here. So on the island, we did a lighter color.
Oh, you know what? I didn't even catch that.
Yeah.
Thanks so much for pointing that out. So.
And then on the rest of the remainder, we did just a little bit of a deeper color. So
Nice.
that's something you can do. And then we went all the way up. So, with these 12-foot ceilings, we brought this down obviously, and then we went all the way up to the 10-foot there. So
Yeah, no, it's
got
good. It would look
plenty
weird
of
if you
storage.
didn't have the uppers there. Be like, what's that?
Right.
That vacant spot there.
You've
All
got
right,
a suite here. So this is one of my favorite things. So you've got an attached bathroom with a bedroom, obviously, and a closet, which is a walk-through through the bathroom. So if you have, live-in parents, you've got older, children, or you just need an office space, this is a great place to be able to have for that. And one thing I didn't mention, that's one of my favorite things about our homes, depending on the floor plan you choose, so like this specific one that we're in now, is 3 HVAC zones. So the primary has its own thermostat, basically. So if you're a cold sleeper, you like to sleep at 67, but you don't want to pay the bill of a 67 throughout an entire 3,500 square foot home, you can just, cool down that room, which is meaning that zone, and then you don't have to worry about that. So the rest of the house can be 75.
That is nice.
And then you've got the Jack and Jill here.
And now, correct me if I'm wrong, but if someone wanted a pocket slider door right here instead of an opening door,
We
you
could
guys
absolutely do that.
right?
Yep.
Yeah.
We have a customer in this community that's going to do bifold doors. We could do pocket. If you don't like all the collection of doors here, you can just have it removed as well. Additional bedroom. One of my favorite things in here is our secret room. So this is a Murphy door here, so you probably can't necessarily tell. But we install these, so this isn't locked now, but it does have a mag lock system. So meaning if you are a Second Amendment supporter, you've got safes, you want a panic room, you've got plenty of space, you just go ahead and push on this, and now you've got a whole space behind here. And then you've got, whether this is a closet space, panic room, you've got plenty of room.
And you guys can make this one bigger too, so that's an option.
Absolutely,
in-house, right?
yeah. So this is
could be
just
a bigger
one
closet.
option. Yep.
Or if they wanted just a closet, then you don't have to have the Murphy door, and you could just have a closet door.
Exactly, yes. We've had customers extend the pantry and add them there, or extend their primary closet and add it there. This is just one example.
Looks like we got a laundry room and a little mud room here.
Yes.
Another little coat closet.
So we added this additional cabinetry here. We wanted to give a nice, traditional mudroom feel. So if you've got little ones, or if you just need all the additional space, this is a great space for that. Backpacks and gardening gloves and all that good stuff. Laundry room, this is our standard size laundry room. So you get 2 upper cabinets, a lower cabinet, and a sink. That's all included. You can add additional cabinetry. That's something that a lot of customers will do if this is where their Amazon drop boxes go, or Sam's Club runs, Costco runs. They've got places for that.
Very nice.
And then
I guess
we'll
all we
go
have
into-
left is the garage, the backyard, and the RV garage.
Correct.
And now I know your guys' RV garage is full of like some of your
Yes,
construction
lots of
crews and stuff like that,
material.
so-
Yes. So obviously that takes a little bit away from it. But this is a 3-car garage. It's nice and spacious. You've got elevated ceiling plates in here as well. What that is right there, that's your central vac behind you. It's that red and black kind of machine there. So
Which
we
you
have
don't
that.
see a lot anymore in new homes, so much.
And then our standard tankless Rinnai water heater. So this has a recirculation pump on the inside of it. So meaning you're constantly getting hot water. There's no waiting, if someone takes a long shower, there's no waiting for hot water.
And we got our soft water loop right there.
Correct. So we pre-plumb for that. So that's ready for you when you move in. All you just got to do is plug in the machine and you're good to go.
And do your floors all come epoxied, or is it because it's the
Not
model?
standard, but they have the option to do that. So we work with Creative Coatings, and you can, pick any one you want. We finish all of our garages, meaning the drywall, paint, texture with baseboards and casings as well.
We'll pop through the backyard real quick, and then we'll hop into that RV garage.
Sounds good.
In your standard RV garage, and I see we have an RV gate here,
Yes,
so if someone buys this house, they need trailers.
Exactly.
RVs back here in addition to the climate controlled, they could do that. What's your standard RV garage configuration, and how big can you go?
So it is going to be 42 feet long. The width is going to depend on the plan that you choose. So we have the 3278 floor plan. That's an attached RV garage, and that is going to have it's going to be 16 feet wide versus our 2925 plan and our 3516 are going to be 20 feet wide by 42. But depending on the lot, you can go 70 feet long.
70 feet long. That's
I've had customers add a second one, so they have two massive RV garages. And you can also go wider as well. So if you were like, your RV is a little bit on the larger side, and you need, maybe just a little bit of wiggle room on the sides, you can go 24 feet wide and go 70 feet long. So you can make it quite worth it.
Put a lot of toys in there. All right, so we'll head into this RV garage, check it out. And then, like I told you folks in the beginning of the video, I'm gonna head over to Brookfield Heights. I'm gonna show you the land that is being processed so it can be built on. And all but one lot is available, and I'll point out the lot that's not, and I'll show you all the ones that are.
Perfect.
All right.
So come on into our RV garage. So this is detached from the home. Right now it's used as our construction office, so pardon the mess a little bit, but what we've got here, this is 60 feet long by 20 feet wide. Interior, you're looking at about approximately 19 and a half feet. What we've added here is we have a storage loft here in the back. So some customers, if it's either storage obviously, or if they work from home, this is a great space to be able to have your home away from home office. Come in here, be able to, avoid distractions. I'll turn on the lights for you.
And now this is not standard, this would be
correct. That is not a standard feature. And if I've had customers, you can extend that out. So if you want something maybe a little bit larger, you want to make that a workout area.
Make a little studio.
Exactly, or a studio, whatever, depends on your line of work. We also have a half bath in here. This is also not a standard feature, but I recommend adding this. And there's obviously different customizations we can do to, value engineer this. But I recommend that if you're going to use this for any, be in here for any sort of time, whether it's a workshop for your RV or razor, boat, or just a gym, that makes, eliminates the walking back and forth to and from the house. We also have a mini split in here. So this is fantastic especially during the summer, but it helps, I'm cold easily. So during the winter, this keeps me nice and warm. So I'm sure you can feel the difference in here just from the outside. Even with the door open, it still makes a big difference. You
know what I like too is you guys have the windows up there.
Yes.
So it brings a little bit of natural light in here, so it's not like a dungeon.
Absolutely.
But obviously they're so high that you have ultimate privacy if that's what you're looking for. So.
And obviously, like I said, it's a Lennox mini split, so it's heating and cooling, so it's not just one or the other. It has its own condenser actually on the other side of this RV, and they duct all that in, and then we also do insulation as well in here. And you can upgrade your insulation with us. So we already do a really high quality insulation, but if you're really passionate about insulation, you want to add additional insulation to the RV garage lid, you want to add additional insulation to the sides, the walls, you can absolutely do that if you want to make this extremely tight. Especially if you're storing, if you're a car collector, you want to make sure that those cars are kept in pristine conditions. And like I mentioned about our 3-car garage, same thing here. We finish all of our garages. So you've got the drywall, which is skip trawl. We paint them. We also have baseboards and casings.
All right. Well, Cheyenne, thank you so much for your time today, for showing us all about your guys' product. Of course, certainly appreciate your time. And for those of you online, stick around. This is where we say goodbye to Cheyenne, but we're going to go check over the lots at Brookfield, which are really awesome. They're right there in the shadow of Lone Mountain. So I will see you guys in just a few seconds over there. All right, so we're over here at Brookfield Heights. So this is the land that is being developed, and I'm going to show you all around here. So off there in the distance, you can see, with the naked eye, you can easily see the Las Vegas Strip. Let me zoom in a little bit. You guys should be able to see it on the backside of that scraper, whatever that thing is. So they're processing the land northwest. We're only about a couple minutes away from where that model home was located at. So I'm just kind of pan around here, and then I'm actually going to walk these lots for you and show you. So over here to my right, there's a park. Nothing's going to be built there. This is going to be the road extension. This is Wallapai be extended out here. Over here, you got a flood zone, but luckily in Las Vegas, we don't really flood. So nothing's going to be built here, of course. And then you have Lone Mountain. They're not going to remove a mountain. So really this community is going to be like all by itself out here. And as you can see from the overlay I've got there, it's showing you the map sites. So this first home site right here where this grader's at is going to be home site 1. And then down the left, it's going to go 2, 3, 4. And then on this side over here, the right, because there'll be a road going through the community, we'll have 7, 6, and 5. All right, so the home sites I'm looking at right here, this is going to be, because the road's going to come in and make like a little S turn through here. So this is going to be 7, and then down here will be 6, and down at the end is 5. And then as you see these lots on this other side, it's going to go 4, 3, 2, and then 1 out where that tract is located at. So anyways, like I said, really cool. A lot of people go hike Lone Mountain over here. There's hiking trails, people run around the whole entirety of the mountain. We're here at the back corner of home site 4. Again, this is the only lot that is sold. All the others are available for purchase. Every single one of them is over a half an acre. 36,000, 31,000, 26,000, 28,000, 27,000, and 31,000 feet. That's the square footage of them all. There's a walking trail, a little desert skate park. And over there on home site 1 and 2, the back side of this park is grass, green, trees, you know, picnic areas, stuff like that. Nothing too crazy though. Again, thanks again so much for joining us on this tour today. If you have any questions about these properties, you are interested in getting into a Liberty home, let me know. These lots, once they're released, will be selling fast. So yeah, get in touch with me. That's all my contact info. Thanks again for joining, and we'll see you on the next home tour.